Good morning, all my fellow preconceived, presupposed, prepossessed patriots. Take a look at this headline from Newsweek. You don't belong here. Female mechanic films colleagues' sexist remarks. Before we get into that story, let's take a quick look at the picture they provided. There's just so much wrong with it. For starters, you have two mechanics checking the engine oil on a car? Really? I wonder how long that shop would stay in business with two people checking the oil on a car. Furthermore, the person checking the oil on the car, well, he doesn't have eye protection. But the female who is observing the work does. Make that make sense for me. Now, it says in this story, and I'm going to go by the story because, well, there's a TikTok video that this story is based on, and I'm not going to go to TikTok because I don't want the Chi-Coms knowing every little itty-bitty thing I'm up to. The story goes on to say that's what this male told the female. You don't belong here. Now, I'm just a shade tree mechanic, so I'm just going to have to go on mostly my own experience, but I can't see a single thing I've done over the years that a female mechanic couldn't. I can easily see a female mechanic changing oil, doing a tune-up, changing drive belts, changing a serpentine belt, doing a brake job, changing a water pump, changing air filters, changing fuel filters, replacing burnt out light bulbs. I can see a female mechanic doing something I've never done, plugging into an OBD2 port and using a diagnostic tool to find out where a problem is in a car. None of these jobs require the larger, bigger framed, quicker strength of a male. These are all things a female can do. Now, men are generally larger, bigger, stronger, quicker than females, and there are certain jobs that they would become disqualified for if you're trying to use common sense anyway. In the military, there are certain jobs in the military I can't see a female performing as a general rule. Let me give you my own personal case. When I first joined the military, I was in supply. In the few years I was in supply, I never saw another female. It was heavy, dirty, back-breaking work. It was a job most females could not do without getting injured. Now, once I cross-trained into communications, I met a lot of females, and they had been there for a long time. So they were my supervisors and my OICs, and they were wonderful at that job. But there were some jobs that I've never been in, but I can't see a woman doing particularly well. Police officer. I've seen too many videos of small, light police officers trying to control a much larger, bigger man. Can't be done. Fireman. That's a job that requires speed and strength and endurance. How about lumberjack? Another job I can't see a female doing. Now, I'm sure I've only scratched the surface here. If you can think of a job that I've missed, and I know there are dozens of them, why don't you post it down in comments down below? You see, there is a difference between men and women. There are certain jobs that women just can't do due to being smaller, weaker, slower than men. There's a difference between men and women. Viva la différence!